The new year is rapidly approaching and Christmas is right around the corner. Place your order now for this tea. You can get it before Christmas and you won't look a hot mess after the new year. Bye. Now, bravo people, y'all was going real strong with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And then last night, y'all brought us this old boring piece of episode that about done ran off every black viewer that y'all had. Now, as a little black boy that sometimes show up in the world as a little black girl, I was trying my hardest to stick with this franchise. But baby, I'm here to let you know, if y'all have one more episode like this one that just passed, you won't have me on the line no more. But that's all right. I'm going to find a way to talk about it. I'm going to push through and pull over. Want to talk about it? Here you go. Now, so girl, did you get into that flat-ass, boring-ass episode of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City last night? Girl, the most interesting thing about this damn episode was Jen Lips and Heather leaving with that black man. Curtis was supposed to love her, and I'm sure he probably did, all between her legs and in her butt. Y'all think Curtis got a big dick? I'm just going to be all kind of raunchy for the Lord, for the Mormons, because the episode didn't give me nothing, so we might as well be raunchy down to the thing. I know y'all looking at my background trying to figure out where the hell I'm at. I had to fly to Atlanta real quick to do some TV work. I'll be back in Miami on Sunday. I figured I'd stay and spend a little time with the girls. But nevertheless, let's get into this episode. The episode opened up proving to us that Jen don't run no real business and ain't got no business about herself, because she's skating up and down the hallway with that 12 years a slave white man she called a goddamn assistant. Let that man go. That man ain't her assistant. That man is an indentured servant. I bet Jen and her husband got that man wife and kids locked away in a basement somewhere, because you can't explain to me why an old white man older than Jen and that cement that's in her lips is working for her in an assistant capacity. I said it once and I'm going to say it twice. Jen assistant. Excuse me, God don't like me talking shit about the Mormons. That's the Mormon God. He don't got me, my throat itch. Let me get some Pellegrino water. Jen assistant need to be married or son. Hold your line, that's a girl. I got some water over here. Hold your line. Hold your line. Here I come, girl. So anyway, after we move on from Jen and her assistant roller skating and hula hooping all down to the office that don't belong to no real business in her husband's name, we move on over to somebody who do got some business about themselves, and it's Lisa. Now they say Lisa is the Sundance queen, and I'm going to tell you something. She looked like she was busy in real life, jumping from venue to venue, making a list, checking it twice, trying to find out who's naughty or nice. Let me tell you one thing about it, and two things for sure. Mama, they say she the Sundance queen, and she looked like she got the receipts to back it up. I'm all for somebody that's about their business, especially when it comes to events, especially when it comes to running multiple events at one time. That is not an easy feat, and Lisa seems to do it semi-effortlessly with that lackey she called her husband. So then Jen bring her, and let me tell you something. You can't tell me that Jen and her husband is not on the verge of filing bankruptcy. The people said that Jen ain't even rich like that. They say she ain't rich like this. They say she rich like this, bitch, like this. Because they say that house that she's showing her chalet, they say, girl, that's a renter home. They said that ain't even that lady house. And then it's so funny because Jen go out her way to above and beyond to be dressed in every scene. And I'm going to tell you something. We thought Marlo Hampton was wearing us out with the fashions, but Jen, you just overdoing it. Like, it's actually exhausting because it literally feels like they're like, okay, Jen, you're going to film a scene at 7-Eleven. And then you go down to Saks and spend 6 hours trying to find the most bejeweled, bedazzled, befeathered, bitch beware outfit you can put on to film the pettiest of scenes. Girl, you was coming around Whitney base model middle class ass house to get into the hot tub in negative 30-degree weather, bitch. You should have had on a Hanes sweatsuit, okay, or a damn Massimo damn swimsuit from Target. But your ass come out with boots with the fur, apple bottom jacket, all kind of crisscross bathing suit. Girl, sit down. Chanel cuffs are in the pool. Who get the chlorine on the Chanel? Chlorine and Chanel went to two different schools. Chlorine went to the hood school. Chanel went to the rich people school with the rich Cosby. And you around here with a middle class working cafeteria manager house B. You didn't even have to have all that stuff on. And Whitney had on her Target bathing suit. But here's the thing that got me, girl. You at Whitney house supposed to be having fun with her, talking about how she finna have a party for her husband, and you right there bringing up Mary Cosby. You are going to have to find a way to get over Crazy Mary. While I don't agree with much of the shit that Mary do, why are you so obsessed with Mary and what she got going on? I would not let nobody take up a Vegas residency in my head. Not for free, baby. They would have to give me Celine Dion coins, Mariah Carey coins, J-Lo coins, even bipolar ass, crazy ass Britney Spears coins. But she would not be doing a whole Vegas residency, 3 shows a night in my head for free. Jen, get it together, bitch. Get it together. Mary did talk about Shalinda was her grandma, brother, daughter. And that she came over to bring a gift and she never left. No, y'all kidnapped Shalinda. Shalinda giving me she live in the basement tea. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm just having so many problems with Mary because it's hard for me to believe that Mary is not aware, self-aware of the way she says things and disregards other people. That woman says, Shalinda's been with me for 20 years, but I don't know anything about her beyond what she does for me, but she's family. Like, why are you taking pride in advertising and being that self-absorbed? It's just not cool, and it's not cute either for somebody who's a pastor. And another thing, since we're talking about Mary, I got a couple retweets and forwards from people who sent me a clip of Mary preaching. It was her birthday or anniversary or some special occasion, and she did not receive the amounts of gifts or the amount of money that she felt she would receive, and she began to then degrade her congregation, calling them, what's wrong with you? You poor people. You're poor. You poor people. Here's the thing. When it comes to poverty and being poor, I think it's fucked up for you to use that as a way to read people and degrade them as if people ask to be poor. No one chooses to be poor. You can't help where you come from. You can't help the family you were born into. You can't help the race you were born. You can't help the parents you were born into. You can't help any of that. So to read people for a circumstance that's beyond them, there's just nothing godly about that to me. And the fact that going into whatever celebration this was, you knew what these people's financial situation and socioeconomic status in life was. Why would you do that? I would love to hear Mary's explanation for why she found it right and proper to do that in the name of God. Her and Jamal Bryant must study at the same damn place, the school of Eddie Long, fuckery, trickery, pageantry, and bullshit in the name of Jesus. Meredith friend invites Whitney. Ooh, excuse me, it's so cold in Atlanta. Meredith friend invites Whitney to walk in the show. She couldn't have picked a better girl. Whitney pretty with them big old tig old bitties. Justin's party must be nice. It must be real nice to have rich friends that let you come mutt their house out with random people all in their house wasting eggnog and wine coolers and Pellegrino water and everything else on their floor, because that was a nice ass house. All the girls get to the party. And you know what? Mary was there. Here's what I figured out about Mary. Mary got some very nice pieces. She put them on incorrectly. And I know with fashion and beauty, to each his own. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Fashion is subjective. Whatever make you feel good. Yeah. Mary ass be looking tacky. Mary had on some nice pieces. She just put them all together wrong. Her outfits be having potential. I be seeing what she trying to do. She just ain't. She ran out of gas before she got to the finish line. She got a whole lot of Giselle going on. Giselle shit just be cheap. At least Mary stuff be high end and look high end. It be looking a high end mess. Giselle look like she get her stuff from the Hobby Lobby and try to dress it up. But this ain't even about their franchise. We gonna leave that woman alone because Monique done ate her ass alive. And they said the next 2 episodes of the reunion, she get 8-eyed even more like Nene had in the back when she had first went blonde. Or whatever the case may be. But Mary walked her ass over there to Jen to speak. You know, and here's the thing that get me. Like, it's so exhausting, this merry-go-round that y'all on, because Mary, you're passive aggressive, you shade, you upset Jen, you say all off-colored things to Jen. Then you want peace. You could have peace on earth and in heaven if you stop talking out the side of your damn neck. Quiet as it's kept. And the only thing that need to be coming out of your mouth is who can get me the phone number to one of the stylists that do the girls' hair in Potomac in Atlanta. Because whoever the fuck tearing you up in Salt Lake City, it might be Charlinda ass. Let me find out Charlinda ass is doubling back as a chauffeur, a cook, a housekeeper, and a hairdresser. Because that's what it looked like. She used to dealing with mops, and that's what's on your damn head every damn scene. A damn mop. Mary had a little lamb, but you ain't looking like Mary. You looking like the damn lamb. Absent-minded heifer. Jen, I was rocking with you in terms of defending you with Mary, until Mary decided to tell you she didn't appreciate you screaming out the whole grandpa fucker thing and you said you didn't say it. Jen, that was the highlight of your scene. When you screamed that out loud. And then you wanted to play a game with words in your confessional talking about, I know I did not say that to Mary because I didn't speak to Mary. Mary never once said that you said it to her. She said you were screaming things. Now, she said you were screaming things at her. You weren't screaming at her. You were screaming them aloud, but she was within earshot of what you said. And I don't give a damn how drunk you were. You did not forget that you said that because that's some shit that's in your soul. And oftentimes I've been drunk and people be like, you said this. And I be like, I don't remember it, but it sounds like something I would have said because I know what the hell I'm thinking when I'm sober. And a drunk mouth speaks a sober mind. They showed pictures of Brooks when he was a kid. I'm going to tell you something. Brooks triggers me because he's the walking embodiment of all things that's wrong with rich white people. He just looks like a spoiled, snobby asshole. It talks so slow. And I'm a gay man and I hate that I'm finna say this, but he talked too goddamn faggoty for me. It's so cringy. It's so cringy. But he was a fly ass little kid with his little sissy self. Meredith say she gonna show her jewelry in the show. Cool. Heather meets with Whitney and she talks about the fairy tale about wanting a man that's gonna want her, and Whitney was trying to blow smoke up her ass. Heather is absolutely right. The type of man that she want, which is actually just a very regular man in any country, any city, USA, other than Salt Lake City, Utah, won't have no problem with a divorcee with 3 kids. That's normal in normal society. But all this Mormon shit, they trying to treat you like your coochie tainted, like you got corona, a little bit of Zika virus on your left labia or something or another. Don't let them Salt Lake City men fuck you over, girl. You don't grew your business to 40 million. If you can't find you a man in Salt Lake City, bitch, get you one in Utah City, Wuha City, Lake City, Chicago City, Vegas City, or any other damn city, bitch. You got a $40 million business, okay? And if you can't find a man, buy a man, okay? It's a lot of them out there for sale, baby. Curtis was supposed to love me, but it looked like Curtis might have fucked you, but we gonna find out on the next episode because I'm sure the girl's gonna bring you to the carpet about that. That shit was funny as hell when Jen was in there talking to the people. She's like, who is this hiking in my backyard? That's how people get shot. Then come to find out it was the hot tub people. Let me tell y'all something. I don't want to live. No, I'm in Atlanta right now and I'm ready to go back home because it's 30-something degrees and I'm ready to get back home to my 80-degree weather. Okay? I don't want to live nowhere where I have to hike in snow in order to do my damn job. Okay? To go service the damn pool or clean the gutters. No, God, that's not for the glory of the kingdom. I don't think when the world started out, God had people living in Salt Lake City. It just don't feel right. That habitat is just not conducive to us staying alive outside in the elements or whatever the case may be. Think about if we had to live outside under trees and shit. Well, I guess the Eskimos live in igloos, but we ain't talking about them. We talking about the Salt Lake City girls. It's too much. It was nice that Jen was able to host that VIP party for her cousin. And Heather said she always looking for sex, not looking for love. I know that's right, baby. With all that money, baby, you found a whole lot of sex. Love, sex, dirty sex, every sex in the name of Jocelyn Hernandez, baby. Stop flashing your titties, flashing them kids, flashing your low self-esteem, flashing the fact that you a D4 and start flashing that money, bitch. You watch and see how much love, sex, love, and infections that your ass get. Love, and infections. I'm telling you, girl. Jen introduced Heather to Curtis, and he went out there and slayed that puss in the production van. Yes, God. Heather was coming on strong, sweet loving in between the sheets. Heather know what to say to the men. Yes, God. She said, my milkshake bring all the boys to the yard. And like I said, if it don't, your money will. Meredith, I want to know what kind of newfangled smart house y'all live in that when the toilet overflow, it ring the alarm. Don't you tell them too long. I've been tell by this doodle, you been gone too long. They house was like it was going to smell like porta potty by the time they got back, them nasty ass dogs in the flooded water. Brooks probably flushed his maxi pads down the damn toilet and flooded out the house. That sound like about what happened, but he was down there. Where the fuck was he going with all them socks? Where was Brooks going? He packed the whole 24 pack of socks. Was he supposed to provide the model socks or was them his socks? It's just so sad because I looked at him and all I could do was shake my head and just think to myself how ill-equipped he is to deal with the world. He about to have an anxiety attack and he 45 minutes late to his own show. Rich, spoiled, bratty, snobby, white people problems. Then they get down to the show. And Brooks is having a conversation about Meredith, about missing his dad and how his dad couldn't be there. And Brooks, I'm here to let you know your daddy could have been there, but your mammy ran him off. She ran him off. Now he gonna find comfort from a trans woman in Chicago. You watch and see, or in Ohio. It's a lot of them over there. He tired of that LDS Mormon shit. He want a rough deck nigga that can satisfy him, just for him. Her name Shanika, but her waist name Joe. That's what the hell going on. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I'm going to tell you, this episode was a straight up bore. I had to pull some movie magic to make this review, but if y'all keep going on like this, I'm going to have to take y'all out the rotation because this just not was where it's at. Anyway, y'all be sure to like and subscribe. Get ready. TGIF tonight on Fox Soul. We got an excellent show lined up for y'all. Y'all girls tune in. You can watch on YouTube Live, Quibi, Roku, the Fox Soul app, and a whole bunch of other damn places. Just get into it, bitch. And I'll see y'all later on tonight. Bye.